got to Semarang late last night. We didn't do too much though, just settled in.
We've pretty much come here to just check out a couple food spots. We've got one day, we're going to squeeze in Lawang Sewu, which is a haunted historical building, and we'll see what we can get done here in the time. We don't really know our way around yet or how it's laid out, but hopefully it all goes well. So first stop is breakfast. We're going to get some bubur ayam because, you know, it's local. Why would you not start off with something like that?
Bubur ayam falls into the same category as jok and congee, which are all a form of rice porridge. It's served piping hot with shredded chicken, fried garlic and shallots, egg and Chinese parsley, which tastes very similar to celery. And don't forget a generous serving of sambal. You're also always given krupuk, either on top or on the side, which is a starch-based cracker. Usually on the table, you'll also have a choice of different chicken bits to add. Meat, liver, heart, and quail eggs are the common options that you'll find.
And right next to the bubur ayam cart is, I guess you'd call them pancakes. It's made in this little rotating skillet. And you can get sweet or savory. We're gonna get some sweet ones because, yeah, why not? Alright, so breakfast and dessert, done and done. We ended up getting two chocolate and banana. And yeah, I hope they're good. We're not walking far, we just found some shade and yeah, we're not gonna let these things go cold. We're gonna eat them right fucking now. Alright, so I don't know which one this is. Looks like chocolate banana. Oh, you tricked me! What? I asked for two chocolate banana. Yeah. He gave me a chocolate and cheese. It's actually not that bad. I wouldn't really call these pancakes as much as like crispy crepe with sweet filling, but it's fucking good. And you don't know, now you know that cheese and chocolate go well together. So the next place we gotta check out is called Gang Lombok, and they were doing lumpia spring rolls before everyone else. And I think they do two versions, which is the original and the fried version, or the goreng. So we're gonna go there and munch down on a couple of those. So it's pretty much just a mix of bamboo shoots, egg, and shrimp. And apparently this was the first restaurant that started doing it. It's been around forever, and this is where all the locals come. Everyone in the city knows it, so we had to come check it out. Let's see if I can get this all in. On the plate with the lumpia, you get, I don't know, someone else out there needs to tell me, it's almost like the most gelatinous, unsweetened plum sauce possible with some raw garlic. And you get some pickled cucumber on the side of that. But the gelatinous thing, I'm not really sure what it is. I'm not a huge fan. And on the side, you just get some lettuce, some spring onions, and green chilies to munch on. The good thing about here too is they're pumping them out. They have not stopped cooking, filling, frying them, making fresh ones, or they call them wet. So at least you know when you're gonna be sitting down here, you're gonna be getting something that hasn't just been, you know, dying in a shelf for the last hour waiting for someone to buy it. Right after we were done eating the lumpia, there's a guy selling little chicken curry buns for 15 cents. Ridiculously cheap. Ridiculously good. We've just come to the old city north of Chinatown, and it's a good area to just wander around. And we decided to come to a church that was built in 1753. And I don't know if we're supposed to go in or not, but we just asked the caretaker if we could. He let us in. But there's a little something happening in there. And he just asked us not to film or take any photos, which we respected. And on the way out, we just noticed a donation box, so we just gave some money for that. It's really quick. If you see the caretaker, just ask. I don't really know if it's open to the public or not, but it's definitely worth checking out if you're in the old city. It's also really close to the church. There's a contemporary art gallery, so we're gonna go check that out. It's honestly just like a 2-minute walk from there. The gallery itself was really cheap. It was only $1 each to get in. It's not a big gallery per se, it's actually quite small, but it is interesting. Just go see some local artists. The building itself is an old Dutch warehouse that's been renovated and restored. And the majority of the buildings around are just, in a horrible decay. So it is nice to see something that's been, brought back to life. So we're just waiting on Uber now, and we're gonna head over to Lawang Sewu, which used to be the headquarters of the Dutch East India Railway Company back during colonial times. And then it was occupied by the Japanese during World War II, and they did some really, really horrible things. So we're gonna go check it out there, and it's supposed to be haunted. I fucking hope it is, but it'll be good. I should also mention that the basement, I don't know if we'll be able to go in and get down there, but that's where they kept all their decapitated heads from the victims that they executed. I really hope we can get there, but we'll see if our Uber ever shows up. This building, like I was saying before, it used to be the headquarters of the Dutch East Indies Railway Company, and during World War II, the Japanese occupied it, and the horrible things they did here involving like torture, execution, horrible forms of interrogation. Yeah, it's really, really believed to be haunted. Unfortunately, the government they've kind of done like a renovation on it. They've replastered old exposed brick walls, and they're really trying to make it into more of a touristy place, which is fine, but it's losing some of the spook. So this building is known as the Building of 1,000 Doors, and I want to see which kind of doors we can open to see where else we can get. This one doesn't even have a doorknob. I think we're gonna give up on trying to get to the basement. It used to be open up for tours in the past, but yeah, they've shut it down because they're renovating it. And I hope they don't bring it back to too much of its former glory. It should be left like a little bit spooky. But there's no door, there's no hatch, nothing's unlocked. We've tried everything, and I'm actually pretty surprised for Southeast Asia standards that they've actually bolted everything up so tight.
Even with Lawang Sewu's renovations and the building being brought into a modern light, just knowing some of the horrific and cruel acts that once occupied the premises make it a chilling place to be. We hope in the future the basement is reopened for visitors to experience again. Just know that none of the gruesome facts about the building's past is made known on site, so make sure you do some reading beforehand. You won't regret it.
So no basement, no ghosts, but apart from that, it's a really, really nice building to come check out if you're in the area. The architecture is amazing, and it's just really good if you've read up the history on it and just could really imagine what used to happen there. But apart from that, it's food time, so I think we're gonna head over to Simpang Lima and see what we can find there.
Meaning 5 intersections, Simpang Lima has a vast number of kaki limas, or street vendors, occupying its perimeter.
Pick the spot where we really want to go. It's just where there's the most locals. Duh. So you pretty much judge all of the places on where to eat on their juju. And their juju is pretty much just like the amount of people, the way it looks. If it sounds like they're cooking in the kitchen, chances are we're going to sit down there. And we picked this place due to the fact that we feel it has a good juju. Which ones are you gonna get?
This guy. And this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. Ah!
Thank you. Went for a healthy mix of food here. We have some barbecued prawns, some Cancun, their version of like drunkard's noodles, I guess you would say, and just some sambal and rice. So Juju held true, and you know, this is really, really good food. If you're ever in doubt, always go on the Juju and you won't be disappointed. You see too many white people, that's another thing. Get the fuck out of there. Too many white people, it's not good local food. You don't want to see any other white people. Weather has just gone mental, so I don't think we're going to be wandering around much more today. It'll probably be the end of our night. Probably just end it on a sweet note and try and get some dessert or something and just hold out here.